Hey everyone, welcome to the Weekly Word. My name's Jonathan Hatt. Thanks for having me here. I just want to talk to you a little bit about exhibiting genuine love. Again, our world is a difficult place at times. There's a lot going on, and it's one of the best things that we can do as believers, as Christians, is to show love and exhibit genuine love. Love that is compassionate like Jesus showed, where you really care. Romans chapter 13 verse 10 says, "Love does no harm to a neighbor. Therefore love is the fulfillment of the law." So before this verse, Paul describes a bunch of sins that the Roman church was struggling with. He echoes the words of Jesus himself when he says, "They can all be conquered if you love your neighbor as yourself." Love God, love people. He says all the laws of the prophets, fall into those things. And he goes on to say love is the fulfillment of the law. He's preparing the Roman church to be as effective as they can be until the return of Christ. He's trying to get them to step up in their faith. And he says the best way to do that, to show genuine love around Rome, that's how you're going to spread the gospel. That's how you're going to show people who Jesus is, by caring and by loving on people, regardless of where they're at, regardless of what their backgrounds are. Just show them love, and that will shine the light of Jesus Christ to the city of Rome. And that's so applicable to our lives as well. So often we think, well, they're on their own. I just got to worry about my own faith. I just got to worry about my own walk with Jesus and make sure that I'm on the right path and make sure that I'm doing the right things. When we do have to care for those around us, we do have to look out for those around us and show genuine love to the people around us. Now, I heard this story. It's been used a lot. It's been published in a bunch of different places. But I was reminded of it recently. It's been around a lot. But it goes like this. It says, "Many years ago, when I worked as a volunteer at the Stanford Hospital, I got to know a little girl named Lisa, who was suffering from a rare and serious disease. Her only chance of recovery appeared to be a blood transfusion from her 5-year-old brother, who had miraculously survived the same disease and had developed the antibodies needed to combat the illness. The doctor explained the situation to her little brother and asked the boy if he'd be willing to give his blood to his sister. I saw him hesitate for only a moment before taking a deep breath and saying, 'Yes, I'll do it if it will save Lisa.' As the transfusion progressed, he laid in bed next to his sister, and he smiled, as we all did, seeing the color return to her cheeks. Then his face grew very pale and the smile faded, and he looked up at the doctor and asked with a trembling voice, 'Will I start to die right away?' See, being young, he was just a little kid, he had misunderstood the doctor, and he thought that he was going to have to give all of his blood to his sister. Sometimes as Christians, we tend to think of ourselves about, again, doing our own thing and looking after ourselves. But in this, last day and age, we're called to be the hands and feet of Jesus, to show genuine love to the world around us. And so often we tend to put that in a box. We'll love on certain people, and we'll love on people that we get along with, and we'll love on people that we're like. But really, the word doesn't discriminate against love. We are to show the love of Jesus Christ to everyone in the world, everyone we come in contact with, whether we get along with them or not. We're called to show love, to be his hands and feet, to help people, regardless of their situation. So I challenge you this week to ask yourself how you're doing with that. How are you doing with showing love to the world around you? How are you doing with shining the light of Jesus, to tell people about him, to be his hands and be his feet? Because I guarantee you there's always opportunities to do it if you're looking. So get into the Word, talk to him every day, but never forget that God loves you. And take that love and share it to the world around you. Have a great week, everyone.